Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm doing a classic French tip with Polygel. It's going to be more of like a tutorial kind of thing. So I'm just sizing out my tips, and I'm going to cut them down, shape them, file them, buff them, and then I will pop back in when I start to apply the Polygel. So to prep for the Polygel, you're going to need to use a gel base coat. This will help the Polygel adhere better to your nail, and it also provides sort of like a protective layer on your natural nail. You don't have to bring it all the way up to the nail tip. It's most important that you put it on your natural nail. For the base color, I'm using Model 1's Polygel in the shade Light Apricot. And you're just going to want to put out a small bead of the Polygel onto your nail bed area. You don't need a large amount because you're only doing half your nail with it. So once you put out the small bead onto your nail bed area, you're going to go in with your gel brush and your rubbing alcohol, and you're going to kind of pat that into a circular / oval shape. So you'll see that I'm doing that here, and in this finger on the thumb, I had it was a brand new tube of Polygel, so I had some air bubbles in the Polygel that I had on my finger. So if you see me disturbing the shape of the Polygel that I had, it's right here, it's because I had air bubbles and I wanted to get those out before I cured it and everything. So yeah, like I said, I'm just putting this into a oval shape on my nail, and you want to make sure that the smile line is pretty sharp, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because after we cure it, we're going to go in with the hand file and just perfect the smile line. So just pat it as much as you need, and then once you think it's alright, then you're going to cure it in your lamp. So again, I'm just putting on my base coat. I like to do 1 or 2 fingers at a time, just because I feel like if the base coat gets over cured, it doesn't adhere the Polygel as well. So again, I'm just going in with a small bead of my Model 1's Polygel. Side note, I love this Polygel. Model 1's Polygel is really nice. It's not sticky. It's really easy to maneuver. It's really nice. But anyway, I'm just using the same patting motions that I used on the thumb, and I'm dragging this into my desired shape. You want to make sure you're really careful around the cuticle. Just make sure it doesn't flood your cuticle. But again, with this specific Model 1's Polygel, it's really nice. It's a perfect consistency where it doesn't run all over the place. So yeah, I'm just forming this into the shape that I want it, and just make sure that the sides of the oval shape are kind of deep, because that's what's going to create your really nice smile lines when you go in with the white. So I'm just going to continue doing my nail bed color. I'm going to kind of fast forward through it because you guys kind of get the gist by now. But again, just make sure you're being really careful around your cuticle. And work with it as much as you need to until you get the shape that you want it. And then I'll come back once I finish all of my fingers and once the pink nail bed color is cured. Okay, so all the pink nail bed color is on, it's cured. So I'm going in with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a paper towel, and I'm just removing the sticky layer from all of the nails so that we can go in with our hand file and perfect these smile lines. So as you can see, there's like a little bit of a ledge on the pink, and that's what you want because you're going to fill that in with the white polygel. So I'm just going in with my hand file and perfecting the smile lines, just going around the shape of it and just making sure everything is smooth and that it's really sharp. And then once I'm done with this, I'm going to start going in with the white polygel. Okay, so I have done my hand filing and now I'm going to go in with the white polygel. I ran out of my white polygel, so I just mixed a white gel polish with the Saviland clear polygel and it works the exact same. It's really nice. I like Saviland polygel. But yeah, you're going to put probably like a little bit larger of a bead than you used with the pink, but a similar size. And you're just going to put that on the tip and you are going to blend that in to your nail bed color. Now it's important how I'm doing it here to drag the white polygel down into that really small corner, because that's what's going to give you that really sharp look on your smile line. So just make sure that the white and the pink are even in like the apex area, like height wise, because that'll give you a smooth base. And if you're really good at it, which I'm still learning, so I'm not like amazing, but if you're really good at it, you'll be able to get the apex completely smooth and even, and after you file it and stuff, it'll be ready for top coat. But I ended up just encapsulating it with clear because it wasn't as smooth as I wanted it after I put on the white and filed it. So but again, I'm just going in with the white, dragging it down into those corners, and smoothing it out with my rubbing alcohol or slip solution, whatever you want to use. But yeah, so I'm just making sure that the white is smooth and is at least as high as the pink polygel was on the apex. On this nail, I just didn't have enough white polygel. It wasn't thick enough of a layer. So after I cure it, you're going to see I go back in with another little bead of white polygel and just kind of even the whole nail out. But once I'm finished putting on the white polygel, I'll come back in when we're ready to file. But I also want to mention really quick that like the overlapping of the white onto the pink is completely fine, because once we go back in with the file, it's gonna make a really sharp line and you'll file off all the overlapping white. So after you wipe off that tacky layer again with your rubbing alcohol, I'm just going in with my e-file and a sanding band. You can use like a hand file too. I just find that this is easier. But after I finished my nail set, I realized that I probably should have just used a hand file because I ended up filing way too much, which is why I had to put a clear cap on all the nails. So if I were you, I would just stick to using a hand file. It's a lot more precise. It prevents overfiling. It's just probably better. So yeah, I'm just filing with my e-file, and once you start filing, you'll see that that overlapping white starts to come off and you're left with a really, really nice sharp smile line. And I don't know where the rest of the clips of me filing went, but yeah. So here I'm just showing you how I overfiled way too much on those two nails especially. So the only choice I really had was to go in with a thin layer of clear polygel just to even out the apex and everything. So yeah, here I'm just clear capping all of my nails because I was like, I'm not just going to do two of the nails that I overfiled. I might as well just do all of them. So yeah, here's me clear capping all my nails because I'm an idiot and filed way too much. So now I'm just going with my hand file. I'm shaping the nails out, buffing them a little bit more, and just trying to perfect that shape that I wanted. This is kind of like a tapered square kind of shape going on here. So yeah, I'm just hand filing, and I'll come back when I'm done. So to get the nails extra smooth, I'm just going in with my buffer and lightly buffing the nails, and then I'm going to wipe them off and I'll be ready to put on my top coat. So that is how the nails came out, and I'm just going in with my Model 1's gel top coat, and I'm just doing a nice thick layer over the top of these, and you guys can see how nice these smile lines came out after I filed and everything. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how these nails turned out. I mean, I've never done French tips before with polygel, so for my first time, I don't think it's too bad. If I could go back and redo it, I would probably make the smile lines a little bit deeper on the corners of my nails. But really, I'm not mad at it, and I think they turned out really cute. Like I said, I am happy with how these nails came out, and I'm really excited to get better at French tips because I think they're super classy and I really like them. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you have other requests, let me know in the comments. Thanks, guys!